What's good, everybody? Hopefully you guys are doing good. So today we are back. Today is July 6th. Hopefully you had a good July 4th weekend. Got some rest. Spent some time with the fam. Now we're back in business. Today is Monday. And I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of what is the update at the moment for stimulus checks, because every day there's something new going on, guys. It's hard to keep up, but I'm going to do my best so you guys kind of have an idea of what's going on. So this is the first article by Forbes. Check distribution update, breakdown of payments by state. So every month the IRS has been reporting the state by state breakdown of the check on its website. Which states receive the highest average check? Most states saw an average greater than $1,600. So the first stimulus check, most people who qualified got $1,200 unless they had dependents and other stuff. And it looks like most states got more: Utah, Idaho, South Dakota, Nebraska, Wyoming. Only New York, Massachusetts, and District of Columbia had an average lower than $1,600 per recipients, but these were the top 5 highest. The 5 states that received the lowest average checks were Massachusetts, New York, Rhode Island, Maryland, Connecticut. Residents of District of Columbia, which isn't a state but still reported by IRS, had by far the lowest average. Why is the average so high? All right, let's see what's going on. This is kind of give us some more insight in what's happening. So the CARES Act created a $1,200 stimulus check for most Americans, but limits or lowers that amount based on income. If you are a single filer, you get the full benefit. If you earn less than 75 grand, joint filers who earn less than 150 grand would get $2,400 check. You get an additional $500 per child. So things that we kind of already know. Now, if you earned more than those limits, your check was reduced by 5%. So you still got something, but you were brought down depending on your threshold. Now, if we continue here, this is a full breakdown from the U.S. Census Bureau, which is, I guess, somewhat accurate. So we'll go with this for now. As you can see, the states that got the most, obviously California was hit pretty hard. This chart doesn't make a whole lot of sense though, because it says total numbers of EIP payments, total number of EIP payments, and the numbers are different. So mistake on their end, obviously, but let's just go with the numbers. We get an idea. So California was hit hard, as we know. Florida was also hit hard. New York, where's New York at? New York down here. Florida is up here. And Texas too. Texas got hit pretty hard. So those are the states that received the most payments. It makes sense. They got hit the hardest compared to everywhere else in the country. And cases are still rising. If you're missing your check, you can always go on the IRS Get My Payment tool, which is helpful. I know people who use it. I myself did check, and it let you know where your check was at. And it was pretty accurate to my surprise. So that's what we got at the moment. And also, too, some people are getting it by debit card. Very important to check your mail. It's possible you accidentally threw it away. Here are instructions on how to get it replaced. So you can check here if you need to get it replaced. Maybe you accidentally threw it away. Check your mail, guys. If you're waiting for the debit card, just check your mail. Okay, I know there's a lot of junk mail, but if there's over $1,000 check in there on your debit card, it might be worth checking junk mail for a couple months. All right, now let's get into what we're all wondering what's going down. Second stimulus check for $1,200. 2,000. What the current proposals mean for you. Let's go over this real quick. This is from CNET Personal Finance. So I'm going to give you guys different sources so we kind of have a wider range to go with. Okay, here we go. So how much money you would get with a second check? Washington leaders are talking about these possible figures for individuals. Nothing. Congress could focus its efforts on tax break for business as a way to boost U.S. job numbers. So let's break these down, guys. This is actually, it's doable, right? It makes sense. Businesses, they need all the help they can get right now. Businesses are getting crushed. A lot of places, they still can't even open to max capacity. Let me ask you this, guys. Have you gone to a restaurant recently? I have. I've stopped by for my own curiosity. And it is a ghost town. Most of these places, they cannot have people sit in. If people do sit in, it's limited capacity. And restaurants have a high cost. I've never operated or owned a restaurant, but I know people who have, and it costs a lot to run a restaurant, guys. That's why their prices are so high. So this proposal is probably going to be backed by Republicans, And Democrats, I don't see them just being happy with something to help businesses. They want people to get checks, and it's understandable. Like I've been saying, my prediction is going to be some combination of benefits for businesses and probably a check for individuals. Plus, Trump wants to get reelected, so he's going to have to appease both sides at this point in time. Now, the next thing, $1,200 maximum single payment for individuals proposed by the HEROES Act, passed by the House of Representatives. This is not law. More money for individuals in the HEROES Act proposed, referenced by Trump on July 1st. A $2,000 monthly payment through the end of the bug and for 3 months after. That was proposed by Senator Kamala Harris. Now this, I don't see it as being likely, guys. It's going to be tough to get both sides to agree on this. $2,000 per month, although it could be very helpful. Now, next thing, $2,000 a month for up to 12 months proposed by Representative Ro Khanna. A $4,000 temporary travel credit proposed by U.S. Travel Association after Trump embraced the idea in May. And the proposed bill would give couples $8,000 tax credit to cover travel expense plus $500 for each qualifying child. I want to be real with you guys. This, I like the idea of it, but it's probably not going to happen. I'm going to say this again. Who wants to travel right now? Do you feel comfortable being in a hotel in a random state with everything going on? I know it's sure as hell. I'm a germaphobe, guys, okay? I have a ton of Clorox wipes. I got sanitizer. I'm a germaphobe. I don't want to do it. I know most people I talk to, they just want to stay where they're at right now. They just want to stay where they're at, and hopefully this thing can pass, and then they can continue doing whatever they want to do. So this travel credit thing, I get the sentiment of it because a lot of states rely on tourism for their funds, taxes, all that good stuff, but this one, I don't see both sides agreeing to it. That's not going to be helpful from what I'm seeing. Now, a payroll tax cut proposed by Vice President Mike Pence and other White House officials would allow workers to keep more of their paychecks. This I like. This could be good because this helps both. It helps the businesses and it helps the workers. And we want to find a solution to help the businesses and the workers so everyone can kind of get a win-win. This is something that's likely. I could see this happening in the future. Now, with these figures represent the maximum sum we've heard. As the first stimulus check, it's almost certain the Congress will include eligibility restrictions based on how much money you make. So there's going to be restrictions. What does President Trump and his administration say about the second check? The president said last week, just to reiterate, referring to the $1,200 per month, that he supports a larger number than what the Democrats are proposing, which is a very, very smart move because Trump wants to do whatever he can to get reelected. And if he can one-up what Democrats are proposing, it'll give him a better chance of being re-elected at the moment. That makes sense. Senate's view, timing, smaller package, maybe no money at all. Now, I've heard that these guys are still trying to see what was the effect of that $1,200 check or more that people were getting, how much it really helped the economy. And that's something that most people don't know. I don't know myself how much that helped or hurt the economy. We're just going to have to wait and see. But the stock market's doing good. So does this check have some type of causation for the stocks doing good? Or is it a correlation that it just happens to be that while we got these checks, the stock is going back up because the economy is opening back up? Again, a lot of different angles, a lot of things to think about. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Just giving you some things to consider at the moment. So the one-time HEROES Act was $1,200. They just break it down again, which we know the breakdown. Second check, what comes next? It's July, which puts us on the month-long deadline. McConnell set for the Senate to decide on a second check. The House passed the HEROES bill in May, with the Senate on a planned break till July 20th. McConnell and the Republican-led Senate will have 3 weeks until August 7th to craft its own package if it does not decide to move forward. And if you're still waiting on your first check, here's a few reasons why. Now, before I go on to my next link, I need to say something here. Every time I see an article, why are these guys on vacation? Why are they on a break? Until there's a resolution, no break, okay? I'm getting really tired of this, guys. Every time I break down this video for you, there's always, they're on vacation. They need a vacation. They're all tired. Now, let me just say this real quick. We're all sitting here, okay? These people, they're supposed to be our leaders. And we're in here talking about vacation. I mean, listen. We're here talking about vacation. Not a job, not a job, not a job. We're here talking about vacation, not a job. Not the job these people go out there and work like every day could be their last. Not the job. We're talking about vacation, man. I mean, how silly is that? We're here talking about vacation. They know where they're supposed to be. They know they're supposed to lead by example. They know that. And apparently, they're saying they're not shoving it aside. You know? Like it doesn't mean anything. They know it's important. They do. They honestly do. But we're here talking about vacation, man. What are we talking about? We're talking about vacation, man. I mean, this has to end. We can't keep doing this. Alright, so let's move on to the next thing here. When a second stimulus check could come, we may have a pretty good idea. So let's see what they're saying. This is from CNET as well. This is a personal finance. Now, if a second payment will happen, we still don't know for certain if it will. They have broken down the dates that Congress has to work with. Because remember, they're on vacation, guys. They need that vacation. They're tired. They need. They're struggling too. They can't make their payments. Okay, so they need a vacation to regroup and get back to work. All right. There's another break. See, guys, I had enough. This is out of control, guys. Another article. There's another break in August. I thought they're on vacation in June. Now they got July. Now they got. This is unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. Must be nice. I wish I had a job where I don't have to do my job and I go on vacation. I really wish. Man, talk about privilege, huh? Talk about privilege. All right, let's continue here. So if you're waiting on your first check, it tells you how to report your missing check to the IRS. These are the dates that matter. All right, guys. Here we go. We got it. Okay, here's some good news. July 3rd to July 17th. The Senate is currently on a vacation from July 3rd through July 17th. Returning to work on July 20th. So they get a 2-week vacation, guys. Nice. According to Senator Roy Blunt, a Republican from Missouri, members of the Senate will use the July break to collect the information they need for a second bug package and return. See, guys, I'll be completely honest with you guys. Nothing is more important than the truth. And nobody, this is my quote, nobody is more hated than the person that tells the truth. Who goes on vacation to do some work? Do these people really think that they're going to go on vacation and do work? Of course not. The only way you perform is if you have competition. These people, they make the rules and the laws. There is no competition. There is no incentive to get the work done. I'm just saying. It's going to be a while till we get something, if something is to pass. Alright, let's continue. I think the timing is going to be just about right for us to know what we need for a package that moves us into August, September, and October, Blunt said on June 30th. Now, the next important day is July 20th to August 7th. The Senate will be in session for 3 work weeks until Friday, August 7th. That gives the Senate 15 working days, not including weekends, to debate a bill before its next summer recess. Here you go, guys. Now we're talking about summer recess. This is out of control. The Senate will be on its August recess, which lasts through Labor Day, Monday, September 7th. There are 32 days from the last date of the Senate session, August 7th, until the first day of the following session, September 8th. The Senate won't work through the August break, McConnell said June 30th. Of course not. These guys, I told you guys, they don't work on vacation. It's called a vacation. They want to get away. They're not going to work. Okay, let's continue here. The next important day is September 8th to September 25th. The Senate is back in session. If Congress doesn't complete the package by the start of August break, it would need to resume in September. Oh, they're not going to resume, guys. If it doesn't get done in August, they're going to go on vacation and then come back. And then in September, they might talk again. When could the IRS send a second stimulus payment? Okay, let's see. So, for the purpose of speculation only, let's say that the new Stimulus Act becomes law on Friday, August 7th. That sounds doable, about a month. If we're lucky, maybe a month we'll have something. Following the CARES Act timeline, the first check could go out August 26th. That's wishful thinking, guys. That's very wishful thinking. It's plausible, however, the IRS would move even faster to send out the first wave of stimulus checks, since it already has the mechanism in place for the first batch, including a tool. Oh geez, not the tool again, guys. The website was complete trash. Okay, let's just say how it is. The website was trash. It took you a while to find anything. What's the final date I could receive a second check? Okay, let's see. What do we have here? At the beginning of June, the House Ways and Means Committee estimated as many as 35 million Americans could still be owed a payment. The IRS continued to disperse the final batches at the end of the year. If there are fewer people receiving a second check, however, it's possible it won't take long to send a second round of checks. Do we still need a second check? The unemployment debate heats up. So the numbers that have been coming out is that it's slightly down. Initial claims were that it's slightly down, 1.48 million of the week before. And we just don't know, because you keep hearing everything as far as the numbers are being fudged. They're using the wrong statistics to show what's going on. Like I said, guys, we are in times of extreme uncertainty. And these guys are on vacation. They're always on vacation. So we don't really know what's going on. Now, let's move on to what my concern is. The bug, live update, cases, passings, news, and stimulus check. This is as of July 6th, so today. As you can see, the East Coast is still hit pretty hard. California, Texas, that's the hot spots right now. In the Midwest, still looking okay, but Denver is getting hit pretty hard too now. According to the latest figures, 11 million cases have been detected worldwide, with 535,000 passings and 6 million people recovered. In the U.S., there has been 2.9 million confirmed cases and 130,000 deaths, with 907,000 people recovered. Now, Governor Gavin Newsom says 33 million Californians live in counties now on state watch lists. What that means, I have no idea. Now, here's something else that's interesting, guys. Has anybody heard about this? Let me know in the comments below. I'm very interested. The bubonic plague concerns. With the news that there was a suspected case in China, questions were raised about what it could mean as we fight with the bug. Guys, this feels like a movie. Now we got the bubonic plague. And I don't know if you guys heard, but there is a potential of a swine flu too. I'm not kidding, guys. This is factual. Go look it up. The bubonic plague. This thing was like hundreds of years ago, and now it might potentially be coming back. So we live in a crazy time, guys. Trump administration releases list of companies that receive the most money from the small business bailout loans. Let's just go over the key points here. The Treasury Department and Small Business Administration on Monday disclosed name of businesses whom have lent more than $150K as part of the Payment Protection Program, PPP. The disclosure comes amid demands from Democrats for more transparency among the funds as part of the $2 trillion CARES Act signed into law this spring. Those loans disclosed represent nearly 3/4 of total loans dollar approved, but a far smaller portion of the number of actual loans. A lot of money is being printed, guys. A lot of money. Okay, let's see a few of the recipients. The law firm, Boyes, Schiller, Flex. Let's see any big names here. Restaurant chains, P.F. Chang's. I'm sure you guys have ate there. And Chopped received aid of between 5 and 10 million. TGI Friday, the Ayn Rand Institute. Interesting. Joseph Kushner Hebrew Academy in New Jersey, which is named after Trump's son-in-law and advisor Jared Kushner's grandfather. Conflict of interest here? I don't know, but just saying. Political organizations, the Ohio Democrat Party got 150K. Let's see, SBA released other details about the program. Has approved 4.9 million loans for more than $521 billion. Average loan is $107,000. California's received the most money. Where the loans went: manufacturing, mining, construction, retail, hotel and foods, healthcare, manufacturing, construction. These were the big areas that got most of the money. Top PPP lenders to small businesses, so Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase. Banks basically got a lot of money. Bank of America and Chase lead at this point in time. And let's see what else they got. So, they extended the deadline. That's important. So if you guys have a business that's struggling and you were trying to get another loan, they extended to July. The deadline was extended from June 30th to August 8th. You have till August 8th, so about a month if you are to apply. Now, every day, so there's two things going on. Every day I see that Congress is on vacation, and also too that we have new record highs for the bug cases. U.S. reports record high average of new bug cases for the 28th day, which is pretty insane. Some significant developments. 11 states and Puerto Rico hit new heights in 7-day rolling averages of the new cases on Monday. Atlanta mayor says she tested positive and she hasn't had any symptoms so far. More than 200 scientists from dozens of countries are urging the World Health Organization to take the possibility of airborne transmission of the bug more seriously. Nearly 11.5 million cases reported worldwide. Hospitalizations reach new heights in California. Governor shuts down bars in 6 more counties, and they shut down the beaches in California, and there's no telling. Another prediction, they're going to have to shut things down again, guys. It's not what I want. It's not probably the best case, but just a prediction. Things are going to get out of control, and they're going to shut things down again. Maybe. Some states at least. We'll see what happens. Now I'm going to finish it off with this, guys. The market today was just out of control. Look at this. S&P 500 up almost 50 points, 1.60%. And the Dow Jones up 459 points, 1.78%. That's absolutely crazy. NASDAQ hits new record as global stocks rally. So you guys can see the headlines here. Stocks are continuing to surge. Also in Chinese markets as well. Anyways, those are the main updates, guys. You let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think is going to happen? What's your prediction? Are we going to get checks by the end of August or beginning of August with these guys on vacation? Share your thoughts below. Alright guys, that's going to bring us to this video. As always, if you're not subscribed, don't subscribe. And if you like the video, don't forget to give it a like. Until next time, peace.